another unboxing video, and I'm super excited to show you guys this bag. So it's from Dior, as you can see, and oh, really this video is just for, it's really a chance for me to just gloat about how I'm one of the limited few people in the whole wide world to own this bag. And what's more important is this is literally my dream bag. Like, we're talking dream model, dream design in the ideal favorite color combination. So okay, that's a real hint anyway. So anyway, I have like a week-long story behind this bag. So okay, what happened when I bought this bag is that I actually used it immediately. So the essay was really sweet, and she kind of like, you know, packed everything in for me because I told her I wanted to do an unboxing video on YouTube. So what's gonna happen now is, while I tell you my long grandfather story behind how I got this bag, I'm just gonna do a fake, like, you know, unboxing. So let me just get it out. So she gave me this plastic bag, of course, with the star and all, and the box would give you a hint as to what bag it is. Okay, so it was really sweet. She kind of like, you know, put in all the ribbons and stickers and stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of like tie it up. So anyway, the story behind the bag. So anyway, this story came like I said, it's a week-long story. So what happened is, it kind of started exactly a week before I was bound for my favorite city in the world, Tokyo, Japan. So I was due to fly on like Saturday night, Sunday morning kind of thing, red-eye flight, and arrive Tokyo like kind of slightly before noon on a Sunday. So the week before, which was literally 7 days before I was due to fly on the Sunday, I was with one of my closest friends, Kia. So we were at MBS Singapore, and we had essentially one mission on that day, and that was to kind of check out all the luxury brands and the bags that was currently in season. So my main kind of mission for the day was really just to, you know, check out what were the currently, you know, trending bags that were on sale across all the luxury boutiques. So we went to LV, we went to Chanel, Prada, and we even went to Hermes. And one of the last shops for that day was actually Dior. So obviously I had to go into Dior. So what happened was, when we were at the boutique, there was a kind of like short queue outside of it. So my friend was like, do you want to, like, you know, queue for it, or shall we just skip Dior? And I was like, you know what, you stand in line and we'll see how fast this moves, while I just like pop into the store, like, you know, at like outside the store, kind of like a window shop kind of thing, just to take a peek inside to see if there's anything special. So friend was in line, dumped her there, and I walked to the entrance of the shop, and there on display was my dream bag. My dream bag! Like, I was so shocked, okay? So like, it's like, just imagine, I've literally been waiting for this bag for like 7 years. I've been saving up to get my first Dior because I wanted it in like the ideal dream color combination of mine. And it just happened that, you know, Dior kind of stopped making multicolored bags until now, for a while. So I actually settled with the classic black, and that was just like 2 years ago, okay? Because this bag didn't exist then. So I saw the bag and I was like, oh, no, we have to check her out. So we waited for a really short while, and then we were let into the shop. So I went to the SA and I was like, I just want to look at her, you know? And he's like, okay. And he brought the bag down and he was like, oh, this bag just came in a couple of days ago and it's the only one on the island. And being the great salesman that he was, he even like took out this really gorgeous pearl chain to put it on the bag, and he was like, look at how well it goes. She was such a beauty. Okay, so I tried her on. It was perfect, of course. And but me being the logical, not very rich person that I was, along with my very logical friend, we stepped out of the shop. I told the SA, I was like, you know what, I'm probably gonna regret this, but let me just have a think about it, because seriously, I mean, spending thousands on a bag isn't something. Basically, it can't be an impulse buy, okay? So I was like, let me have a think about it. So my friend was like, you know what? Why don't you check out the prices in Japan? I heard it's cheaper in Japan. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So we stepped out of the shop and we kind of like went on to Dior Japan website, and guess what? Literally all the prices there were before the price increase here in Singapore, which was like about 1 to 2 years back. So it was significantly cheaper. And the main thing about it was that bag in Singapore came in a small size, okay? And I already had a small of that bag recently. So I was like, I guess what popped out on the Japan website, the same perfect bag in mini. I couldn't deal with two smalls, but I could deal with a small and a mini. It would be like a new bag. It's different, it's a different size, it's a different color. So anyway, so that was a week before. So when I got home, I kind of like, message Dior Japan. I was like, okay, so could you just check on the stocks for me? And then it was totally out of stock in the whole of Tokyo, and they were like, oh, a stock might come in this week. And out of the entire Tokyo boutiques that I spammed, this really kind SA from Azabudai Hills kind of picked up my email, and she was like, okay, we don't have the stock right now, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep a lookout for you, and if the bag comes in, I'll message you. So she was one of the first SA that kind of reached out to me. So throughout the course of the week, the obsession kind of grew, and I looked at the bag, how limited it was and everything. It kind of grew from a good to have if I see it in Japan to a I must have that bag. So what happened was I kind of kept messaging all the Tokyo branches, and throughout the whole course of the week, no stock came in until Thursday. So that was when the kind of the online salesperson messaged me, and he was like, I'm sorry, but we're totally out of stock in central Tokyo, but would you mind going down to Yokohama? And I was like, okay, I mean, it's not that far, and I really wanted the bag. So I said okay, but the thing is, it was Thursday, and usually bags can only be on hold for about 48 hours. So I kind of borrowed my friend's name to kind of make the reservation first, so that I could switch it to my name on Saturday. So I was like, planning, and I told my travel mate, I was like, you know what, we might have to get a detour the moment we land at Haneda to just go to Yokohama to pick up my bag. So my traveling partner was really kind. She was like, okay, sure, And then on Saturday morning, just like literally on the day where I was due to fly, I got an email from the SA from Azabudai Hills, and she was like, hi Phoebe, you are the lucky one. Like literally, the bag just arrived at our store, and I've reserved it under your name. So please come by either on Sunday or Monday. Like, my bag came for me. So I was like, yes. I was super excited, super happy. I actually, during my last dinner here in Singapore, I went to get her like gifts from Yakun and stuff, because I was seriously so grateful. I was like, yes. So anyway, I told Yokohama that I didn't need a bag because I had one reserved at Azabudai Hills. So yes, on the day itself, I landed at Haneda, and when I opened up my handphone, I got a couple of messages from all the SAs across Tokyo. They were really nice. Like the Haneda SA messaged me saying that there's no stock at Haneda, but it just arrived at Ginza and Azabudai Hill. And the Ginza SA also messaged me to say that there's one available at the boutique. But of course, I had to go down to Azabudai Hills. Duh! Like, this kind lady has been like keeping a lookout for me for the whole entire week. So anyway, so long story short, so I was like, actually on like Saturday night, just before I left, she messaged me that she wasn't going to be working, but do ask, just give my name and then they'll get it back for me. But when I arrived, I actually got a message from her, from the Azabudai Hills SH, saying that she shifted her shift and she was going to meet me. Okay, plane, run over to the hotel, drop the luggages, took a train to Azaburai, and it's gorgeous because it's like a brand new, newly opened area, so it was quite interesting. So I got to the shop and I looked for her, of course, and she was so cute. She was like, oh my gosh, she was so happy to see me, and she took out the bag and she was like, literally this bag, you know, I was so happy when it came. She was like, she took out the bag and she's like, when it arrived, I put it right here on this shelf. I took a photo, I sent it to you, and I just kept it in the store under your name. So literally no one has touched the bag except for me. She was so cute. So anyway, yes, I know you're all excited to see the bag, and I've like rented for like over 10 minutes. So, ta-da! Oh yeah, I cheated, like I didn't even put it in a plastic bag. So, let's do this. So of course you have the classic Dior with the star. And then, okay, I wrapped it really uglily, but let's just deal with it. Okay, the ribbon. Oh, I am so excited to show you this bag, really. So of course, like I said, the box is a huge giveaway to what bag it is and the size as well. So, ta-da! And of course, all your tickle. And the good price that I was looking at, like I mentioned in Tokyo, that was like kind of the prices before our price increase. That's not even including the VAT refund. So essentially, I like got a free trip to Japan with the money I saved. Go back! Okay, so you can kind of guess the size it is. I'm so excited! Ta-da! Yes, it's a two-colored Lady Dior in mini. And not just any two colors, it's like the perfect color combination of pink and white. Pink and white. It's like, think Hello Kitty. Ah! Okay, so, yep. And it's in the mini size. And okay, so if you've actually kept up with the Dior trend, they recently came up with a lot of two colored bags, but most of them did not look like that. Okay, the ones I did see them in the store, I think they came in like a beige yellow, blue, gray and brown kind of combination. So what those bags had was that all the four faces are actually of one color, and then the strap is of a different color. And the difference is that their charm came in the color that, you know, the handle was in. But this, I love that the faces were of different colors already. And you know, the ESA in Singapore was like, you know, it's usually only customized bags that actually have this, you know, dual design. So pink, white, and the charms come in your standard champagne color, which is so Dior. Like I don't think I could live with a charm that wasn't this color. Okay, so here you have the flap. It matches the pink. Okay, I think it's called powder pink and latte, if I'm not wrong, the two colors. And the difference is that the inside is actually not fabric, it's leather as well, if you can see it. So it's super pretty. Okay, so for Singapore, I kind of checked out the prices online, and I realized that these special dual colored bags actually cost the same as what it does in the so-called the normal standard colors. But in Japan, this one actually costs slightly more than the so-called standard, you know, mini Lady Dior. So the difference between small and mini is that small comes with the leather strap. Okay, so for my black bag, for example, it comes with the standard leather strap, and you can customize the charms. So for the limited edition one that I saw at MBS in this color, the leather strap was actually pink, but it was an adjustable leather strap, but you couldn't add the charms to it. So the mini comes with the metal chain, like it usually does. Okay, so I'm just gonna hook it on. And I love it so much because I literally carried this bag everywhere in Tokyo, and I just, even though it just barely fits my passport and wallet, okay, it's such a perfect size for me. Like I've had my small lady Dior for a while, but when I carry this and I kind of took all my photos, I'm like, it matches so much better, and I'm still obsessing over the colors. So like, let me just grab like, so I'm back. So what happened in Japan was, when I was carrying this bag, I matched it with the 50th anniversary Hello Kitty, hung it here on the Hello Kitty day. And then I also got myself a new keychain from Pokemon Center in my favorite Pokemon, Sylveon, which is also of course pink and white. And so is Marie. So like I said, like pink and white is literally my color. So to have a bag made in my favorite dream lady Dior in the mini size, which is ideal for the mini me, in my favorite, absolute favorite color combination, you have no idea how much this means to me. So really a huge shout out to Miss Sayaka Wakamatsu from the Azabuda Hills branch in Tokyo. She's literally an angel. Like, oh, the harassment I gave her across the whole week just to get this bag. She was like, oh yeah, I kind of didn't like share the details just now, but she's like, the first email, I was so desperate to get this bag. I told her, I was like, is it okay if I could like pre-order it? I don't mind foregoing my VAT refund, because I really wanted the bag and I understood that it was limited edition, so that's the price I was willing to pay. But she was like, no, I'm really hoping that the bag comes into my store this week, so that, or during the week when you're in Tokyo, so that I can immediately make a reservation for you and you can pick it up personally and you get to enjoy your VAT refund. She was so kind. So when I met her, she was like, she's just doing her job. I'm like, no, you're not just doing your job. Like, this bag would definitely sell. There's only 2 of it in the whole of Tokyo that week, like Ginza and Asabudai. So her commission was set, like the bag would definitely sell. She didn't have to wait for me or like take the extra effort to make a reservation for me. And she was like even happier than I was when the bag arrived. She's like, usually if there's 2, Ginza and Omotesando gets it, but not Asabuda Hills. She was like, when they announced that she was gonna get the bag and it arrived in her store, she was so happy. And okay, so anyway, this video is super long already, so I'm just gonna cut it short. I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy this gorgeous bag a little more. Really, she's such a beauty and I'm so happy to have her, and I hope all of you enjoyed the video as much as I did. See ya!